Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into the story of an empire you think you know, but whose own voice has basically vanished from history. We're talking about the world's very first superpower, the Achaemenid Persian Empire. Just try to imagine standing where this Spanish ambassador stood 400 years ago, right in the middle of the ruins of Persepolis. You're surrounded by the ghost of a city built on an unbelievable scale, the very heart of a global power, a place of just immense wealth. And yet, it's completely silent. The names of the people who built it, their stories, pretty much all forgotten. And this right here, this is the mystery we're digging into today. It's a fascinating historical puzzle, and it's what we're calling the Persian paradox. I mean, how can a civilization that achieves so much, that literally changed the world, have so little to say for itself in the history books? Well, the answer starts with a simple but really profound fact. For centuries, Persia's story wasn't told by Persians. It was written almost entirely by their greatest rivals, the ancient Greeks. And wow, the difference in perspective it's just night and day. From the little we have from the Persians themselves, they saw their empire as this force for order, for truth, a kind of united multicultural project. The Greeks, though? They painted a picture of a lazy, tyrannical empire full of barbarians, which, was basically their word for anyone who wasn't Greek. And the main storyteller, the chief architect of this whole narrative, it was this man, Herodotus. Now, we call him the father of history, but you've got to remember, he was also a master entertainer. He traveled all over the known world, collecting these amazing stories for his book, The Histories. But these weren't dry textbooks. These were tales meant to be performed live, to grab an audience and not let go. So his entire project, the very foundation of what we've known about Persia for centuries, it's not an objective history. It's an explanation of a war. Everything, and I mean everything, is filtered through this lens of conflict and rivalry. Okay, so if the Greek story is basically one big biased lens, can we even find the real Persia? Well, yes, if we look in the cracks of that narrative and pull from other sources, we can find these incredible glimpses of the truth. And that story, the real story, starts with its legendary founder. Meet Cyrus the Great.